So John McConnell, I think, has a really well handicapped horse and a horse that can win a feature handicap this year. Welsh National, Irish National, maybe even the Grand National um, at Aintree, and that's Mahler Mission. Look at his effort when he fell at the Cheltenham Festival. He was going to win, wasn't he? He was going to beat Gaylord de Manil. He was going to beat Mr. Coffee. Now, Mr. Coffee's obviously ran well for 8th in the Grand National. Gaylord de Manil finished 3rd in the Grand National. Mahler Mission was going to beat them both, and quite comfortably, to be honest. And I think John McConnell was very clever to give him plenty of time, not rush him back, and try and find a race at the end of the season with this season in mind. So he's currently rated, I can't think what his mark is in Ireland, 148. He was going to beat a 155 horse in Gaylord de Manil. So I think he's ahead of his mark straight off. And where do you go with him? Well, John McConnell has no problems with coming over. In actual fact, Mahler Mission's come over a few times. He's gone to Sedgefield, Doncaster, Cheltenham, Perth, Cheltenham. So they're more than happy to travel with him. He clearly acts on soft ground, and he clearly acts over a trip. Welsh National has to be his target. Start off with the Welsh National, then potentially go for something like the Irish Gold Cup or Bobby Joe Chase, and then run in the Grand National. There's your 3 runs for the season. I would imagine that they would go very close in the Welsh National, if not win it nicely, and then decide what to do with him after that. Does he end up running in the graded races with the graded races as the target, or do you try and find the Grand National off an Irish mark of like 155? He'd be right near the top of the handicap, granted, but I think there's so much more to come from him still. You know, he's still lightly raced. He's still lightly raced over fences. What's he had? 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 runs over fences. You get him 6 or 7 runs. By the time he comes to a Grand National, he jumped for fun in the race at Cheltenham, all by that last fence. Yeah, you know, maybe you get him some experience over the fences with the Beecher Chase, but I hope they aim for the Welsh National because I think they would win that. And he's one that you've got to have in your horses to follow.